field from Northwest Stadium. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
He may have been drafted second in 2024, but Daniels was the rookie we couldn't stop talking about last season nor take our eyes off of. He really, Kate, put the capital D in dual threat. 3,500 yards and 25 touchdowns passing, and almost 900 yards and 6 touchdowns on the ground.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play fake here, Daniels. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Slot receivers headed left. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Give him 37 on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
I mean, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Daniels going to keep it. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Moody knocks it through. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
I think we're all a little surprised he was able to convert that try. It looked like they were not going to be able to get the ball down with that inaccurate snap. I don't talk about poise a lot of times for a kicker, but he just showed it and paid dividends.
To kick it away. Here's Moody. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of 2 quarterbacks taken in the 1st round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, they never rest on their laurels. They're constantly Well, they're constantly striving to be excellent. That's exactly what Jackson Dart did collegiately and what I'll have to do professionally.
Now here's Cam Scadaboo on the ground. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Going to the ground again on first. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. You're going for it here. They'll go. Here's Dart. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. He's running with it. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 35-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw. As a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. McLaurin, the receiver, in motion left. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. Errant snap, and he gets what he can behind this one. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And gotta imagine, Brock, there's an appreciation for the conviction they had going for it on fourth down the last drive. Just didn't have the results they needed.
You know, so many teams, and really the data today tells you to have a four-down mindset, Kate, especially when you cross midfield. We'll be curious if they've got that kind of conviction after missing on the last one.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Bokin isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on third down. From the gun, here's Dart. That's caught for the first. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
They send a tight end in motion. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They start out 2nd and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
The Commanders in the dime set for this third down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Darts out of the shotgun. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Running with Scatterboo. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
1st and 10 from the 43. Going right back to Scatterboo. They find space for a few yards that time. Tackle made by Bob Miller.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Right side, quick pass, complete. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Darts back to throw. Screen here for Scatterboot. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback, and on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd down, Commanders in the dime, 6 DBs out there. Dart setting in the throw here. Crosses the 35, room for more. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Scatterboot now from the gun. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Tight end in motion right. To throw, here's Dart. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Scatterboot has the New York touchdown. The Giants take a 2nd quarter lead. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. Gano ready to send this away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. He dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action now with Daniels. He's stepping up and takes off for this one. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 yards. And the Washington first down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Daniels now on first down. Capaldito Samuel. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Play action now, Daniels. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 10. That one goes for 31 yards. And that will set up first and goal.
Washington first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Slot man's in motion right. They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
8 yards to go as they get set on second and goal. Daniels from the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Defense bringing in a fifth DB, third and goal. Daniels now. This is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yes, that's just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders push their lead to 3.
Commanders 10, Giants 7.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Giants and running back Cam Scadaboo trotting back out there. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Giants lining things up. First and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Giants.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing on first down. It starts. Throw left side. Caught by Neighbors. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Here starts. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. It connects on the deep shot. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get some late points and the lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants take a 4-point lead.
14, Commanders 10.
Gano ready to send this away. Samuel now to return it. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield. Motion him right. Throwing on first down. Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd down now, they need 7. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Air it out on 3rd. Got for big yards on the right side. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 now from the 46. To the air again, Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. second down now, 7 to go. To throw again, it's Daniels. Running right side by McLaurin. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
We've set it downs from 37. Again, Daniels to the air. Completed left side to Samuel. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Daniels is going to throw again. He goes right back to Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
A 44-yard attempt.
Moody knocks it through. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, well, it gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and...
Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Giants offense with the football. They'll get it first in the second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. New York to the line. 1st and 10. On play action with Dart. He's going to try another deep one here. Big game downfield. And he gets this down near the 30.
It's a gain of 42 yards. And the Giants first down. A gain of 42 yards on the play. And the Giants first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
This is ahead for about 5. Stopped by the future Hall of Famer. More All-Pro nods than any active defender. It's Bobby Wagner.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
It's a game made. And the Giants first down. An 8-yard pickup.
These aren't the plays that we need highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Now come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Dart's going to the air. He keeps it and takes off. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Driving forward with Scatterbury. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Tracy. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Touchdown, Giants.
Gano for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants grow their lead to 8.
21. Commanders 13.
Gano ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it deep downfield. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders start the second half with some needed points.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Dan Quinn never afraid to take a risk. His guy's going for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Daniels looking to throw. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked out by the Giants. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for two. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants and running back Cam Scadaboo trotting back out there. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Hits him on the out route. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
5 still to go here. This is second down. A draw now. This is Tracy. And he's going to be just 1 step away from that first down. They haul him down to the 31.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Third down, 1 yard to go. On the sneak, here's Dart. Oh, he lost the football. And the Commanders get to it first. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Hey, listen, I'm all for quarterbacks as artists, right? You can't be a blacksmith. You've got to be an artist. You've got to create back there. But when the world of got-tos, you also got to hold on to the ball. That's a big-time turnover.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. It's never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it could set the table for more.
Back-to-back carries here. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. They've got a man in motion. On first down, they'll run. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He's keeping it. On the move, past the 40. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down.
21 yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Daniels now on first down. Finds him on the slant. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a third-quarter lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders jump in front now by 5.
Commanders 26, Giants 21.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. On first down, this is Scatterboo. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Darts out of the shotgun. On the move, headed right. He can run it. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
A gain of
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he stops, so that's going to take us to the end of the third. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Scatterboard. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
It's Scatterboard on 2nd down. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a gain of 4 there. And it's good for a New York first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. He finds Neighbors right side. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
26 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and goal, New York.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it! Someone punched it out! And it looks like the offense was there to recover it. They're inside the 5. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. He gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Giants take a 4th quarter lead.
Giants.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you can look at the facial expressions of the 2 sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
Giants offense and Dart looking to get 2 more here.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They want to run it across. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that two-point attempt. That came right up to the doorstep of success. Nice play, though, to make some contact and stop him a yard shy of the conversion.
Yeah, these defenders, they just want to get to that next play. After you give them a touchdown, even if it's not their fault, right? Snap and clear. And that hyper-focus and extra motivation led them to sniffing out that call and being able to react just in the nick of time.
Ready to send this away. This return starts at the 5. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Daniels. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Daniels on 1st down. Connects on the crosser. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Now he takes it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. A give now from the gun. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First and 10. He keeps it on the option. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. Jaden Daniels win the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Daniels and the Commanders looking to tack on 2 more.
The Commanders will line up for the two-point
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 34, Giants 27.
Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner, netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
Here's Robinson with the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Rolling from the gun here. Caught quickly on the slant. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Throwing on 1st down. It starts. That's too close to the sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Dart going to throw again. Oh no, the ball is loose! And the Commanders pick this one up! He's at the 30! He's at the 10! And Washington finishes the return in the end zone! Touchdown! The Commanders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away! Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on the scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders double their lead to 14.
Commanders 41, Giants 27. Jake Moody to kick
Nice
off.
little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here's Robinson with the return. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Giants losing by 14. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Pulled in by his back. Scatterboo. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And drop this down. Scatterboo. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Back to throw, here starts. Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout calls, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Darks looking to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 27-yard line.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They are throwing it again. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
That's a venture move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Pass complete to Robinson. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Once again, from the 19-yard line, it's 2nd and 10. Sticking to the air here. And this This is going to fall incomplete. Well, he made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's third down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Throwing now. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this fourth down. Desperation time here. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders. As with that, we sign off from D.C.